Hello and welcome to the show. Apparently we have a great Formula off-road competition going on behind us, with some cars going up there. Ahead of us, they try to fall. I think they try to fall off the edge. Probably. That does look like what we have going on over there. Yep, they found somewhere they can fall down. Amazing stuff. So as far as starts go, they try to climb up Chiliad. I mean, that's one way to go. We're going to get underway in 10 seconds. We're going to sit here. We're going to do some burnouts. This is a rather cool little circuit. Fairly sensible, barring one very spectacular corner, shall we say, that you will find later on around the lap here. We're going to get started. Those that shot off forward, I think they're trying to find somewhere to go, but there wasn't actually much out the front of this track. Oh, also, there's the Loch Ness Monster, because, of course, there is. Why wouldn't there be? I mean, it only seems right, if you ask me, that there is Loch Ness Monster on this circuit. It should be on more circuits, really. We're going to go side by side all the way through here. Got to be careful you don't end up in the walls. You can go too wide through here, but it's easy to accidentally squeeze the car on the outside in towards some trouble. There are various. It's a decently wide track, but not as wide as some. We can do that. Oh, I'm sorry, Hyper. That was a case of either go forward or backwards, whichever one's going to be probably wrong in there. And there's not really a good way. All it was. Here's the corner. This is the spectacle. I mean, look at that for a turn. That is wonderful. It's an absolutely brilliantly bonkers corner. I love it. It's fantastic. It's great. It's one of those corners that's just good fun to drive around. This car, actually pretty good. When you go to some of the supercars, they can bottom out a little bit because it is so sort of steeply banked. Such a challenge on its own, if you like. We're going to get a really good draft down here. Maybe? No. The game just gave up. The game decided, no draft for you at all. No fun. We're going to actually just be stuck in 10th place. We have some recovery work to be doing on this one. We might be able to get up the inside here. We do. That will be a 9th position for us, getting the draft of the car ahead. Can we slingshot? Ooh, there's no real braking zones here. That's the difficult. As far as overtaking goes, it's actually quite difficult around here because there is basically no braking zones. You're racing through these corners, and slipstream is going to help you, but you can't really outbrake somebody because you're barely on the brakes at all. Longbow is getting bopped from each side. To be fair to me, I didn't know Longbow was going to get bopped directly in front of me. In all of that, it looks like it's a good fight for the lead. There's 2 for the lead at the moment. We're going to move up to 7th here. I mean, overtaking on up this corner is dangerous, to say the least, as we've found out. I think Longbow may have got spun possibly in all of that. 3 wide is not going to fit into there. Someone was going to have to yield. In the end, it was me. Bumpy got into the wall. It's a scrap, to say the least. We're going to now sneak around. That will move us up into a 5th position. So there's the leaders. We can see them crossing over the bridge now. There's first and second. They're fighting side by side. Third, oh god, third is on their own. We're about to have a really big group of cars in this fight. We'll leave plenty of space for a car on the inside. That is fine. I'm going to ping the wall out there. Not ideal. I mean, we've got the more exciting group, but as far as moving forward go, when you have a big group of cars, it's very difficult to move forward sometimes if you all just get stuck in your own fights. We're not close enough to the group ahead to be getting a slipstream from them. The best bet is if the lead pair really slow each other down, everyone gets caught up and you get a 4-car battle for the lead. That's how we're going to probably catch, as it is. Although the group behind has spread out a smidge, we run very deep under brakes through there. That's not really the ideal. Yeah, we've still got 1 in the draft. Here we go. I mean, you can kind of sneak a little bit of a curb boost, but it's not necessarily going to be enough to do all that much. Carefully does it through. I mean, this is pretty much flat out chicane there, but it can get a little unhappy at times if you ask. It's just a smidge too much of the car. We're closer. How many laps have we got to go? 2 more? Okay, yeah, there might be a chance. It might be just the smallest smidge of a chance that we can catch up to the leaders. It's going to possibly come down to a big last lap battle, though. Just looking at the gaps. That's not going to help my cause, though. Don't want to be doing that. You fool! We're going to get 2 cars past from that one, just to get a little carried away how much speed I could take through that corner. They're going to be side by side. Someone's going, they keep it out of the wall. I mean, I want to get in... Oh, this is the problem with a big fight. I want to get involved, but I had nowhere to go with the run because, well, the road was filled with Super Diamond. They're not small cars, really, are they? Can we get a big dive up the inside? We do. We make the pass stick. I mean, it's nearly 4 cars for the lead here. And we have got slipstream friends. Slipstream friends are always good. Don't go... you can kind of cut the inside a little bit there. Don't go too far to the inside. There's a rock. It's quite mean. It's quite nasty. So yeah, probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea to do that one. Can we get... oh, where's the tow gone? It's like I had lifted ever so slightly because I didn't know where that car was going, and it's just nothing. Game? Why do you do this? Now you want to give some slipstream. Sure, it's far too late to be of any use whatsoever. Bloody inconsistent slipstream. That's always fun. Where am I going to find a way past? Do we have... Oh, in fact, we're going to find a way past there. They got out wide, lost the back end. I carried a lot of speed into this section. We do get away with it all. The problem is that the sort of... In fact, Danger Man's had all sorts of problems. I don't know whether there was... I don't know whether they spun trying to get back on the circuit or what quite went on there. I think Gliska just bounced off the inside corner marking there. We're close. It's going to be tantalisingly close. We need a really, really good final lap. We need an absolutely exquisite final lap, and maybe there is a little bit of a chance. If we can just get in the draft, that's all we need here. It might only be 4th that we're fighting over, to be honest with you, unless the leaders really balls it up somewhere around here. It's probably only going to be for 4th, as the leaders are quite a way away. Come on, GTA, be kind to us, give us some draft. He's given a draft to Brazen, who will be a little too far back to have a dive at turn 1, but still is catching. So we may have to defend a little bit through all of this. Oh, pushed it too hard. Again, that's twice now I've done exactly the same mistake, pushing the car way too hard through that corner, trying to make up some time. Oh, no. Oh, no. There goes my race. I just couldn't keep it together. Couldn't really recover. We couldn't really get in the fight, and then once I was there, just a silly mistake on the last lap, pushing a smidge too hard. I mean, Brazen has actually got to the back of Gliska's car. We could have and should have been in that fight over 4th place. Disappointing. And let down by my own driving in this one. Very, very cool circuit. Let down by a silly mistake on the fight, because it's just... Whoop, if you do make a mistake on the final lap, there's just no way to recover. Why is Scotty there? How is Scotty there? I am confused. Why is there a car? Something obviously went wrong further around on the course. Impega takes victory from Liam. Anger's going to take 3rd. Brazen will take 4th head of Gliska. We have a 6th position. A goof by me on the final lap. Threw it all away. Disappointing, really. However, there is always another race. We had some good battles in that one. Can definitely do better. Fastest lap would go to Brazen. Unsurprising in that catching up and getting back up to 4th place. Right. Got to be better next time. So we have a much more sensible vehicle to go racing with next. The Comet SR. It is very quick, very grippy, and normally provides a lot of fun racing. We've gone for the full Hamilton with the grid spot there. It was really angled across to the inside. I mean, we can launch. We've actually got a pretty good launch on that one, and we will hold the lead through turn 1. Although we're going to lose on the exit. I was a little bit too tight. This just mind was not in, or we're not in the frame of mind for a sports car, having driven the Super Diamond of not a huge amount of grip. Oh, it's all getting quite busy. Damn it. So I want to be on the outside. I want to be avoiding all of that mayhem. So yeah, these are quite quick. These are quite quick. That is certainly in comparison to the previous vehicle. We might actually get this pass done here. We do. We'll give space in case Liam wanted to have a look up the inside. I wasn't quite sure whether there was going to be an attempt to repass or just sort of hold alongside almost. How do we deal across here? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. As I said, it's ever so slightly bumpy, but I have to say it's very well done to... There's no good way. If you hit that, Liam did actually really well to avoid me, because there's no good way. If I stop there, you're in such a dangerous place regardless. So, but if you get going, you always run the risk of just clattering into the car that's going past. So you've got to be really careful. Well, that's the second corner marking. If that can be the last corner marking that we hit, I am more than okay with it. I am more than okay with it. We're going to be on the inside through here. Might struggle to carry any momentum. I think we should have to fall back into line at this point. Just let them... Sometimes fighting to the death over third on lap 2 is just not worth it. Sometimes you are better... Oh, I'm really, really sorry there. That was 100% my bad. That was the smallest of nicks on the back of Angus's car. There was a really tiny bump on the back of that, but it was enough to send it around. Yeah, that was a really, really little nudge. It was, you know, the car was, I guess it was unloaded going through there. I just slightly misjudged the length. Not even actually a scratch on mine, but yeah, it's just the littlest of nudges. They can be a little bit twitchy, as can any sort of rear-wheel drive sports car in GTA 5 land. That was an aggressive but fair pass. Dive into the chicane. Right. Oh, there's been a tangle between Hyper and Longbow. I don't know whether clattering over that curb is a good idea or not. It's worth a try. Where are we? 7th at the moment. We've got plenty of laps. Made the race a little bit lighter. The first race was a little bit shorter than I anticipated. Angus also got a lot of speed through there and gave us a boop. I think they actually spun off the back of us. Yep, they did. Can happen. It does happen in real motorsport as well sometimes, depending on how you're steering, how the angle of the car you hit, and all of that sort of thing. Brazen looks like they spun on their own somewhere through there. I guess you could ping off a wall. It's a 5-car battle for the lead. I'm in no man's land, but a 5-car battle for the lead does not last for long, and we will... Oh, catch. I didn't know where that was going. I do know Danger was trying to get out of the way of what would be a normal racing line. I didn't know if he was going to accelerate and I was going to try to go around the outside. A little bit of miscommunication. It's always difficult when you're at this sort of speed, you know. I mean, oh, and then there's somebody in the chicane as well. Yeah, it's always difficult to know what to do at this sort of speed. I mean, you know, actual racing, you'd slow down, but in GTA 5, you've got to take the 50-50 gamble of which way a car's going to go. We didn't lose all that much time for hitting the stricken car, so it's kind of a gamble. Like the time I lost hitting that car would have been about the same I'd lost if I'd slowed down, so the gamble's kind of... In GTA 5 land, in that particular instance, yeah, I'm probably going to take the gamble, because it's not like we murdered Danger Man out of the race either for that one. So, yeah, we'll go for it. I guess I've got some laps now. I mean, this is a great track to just drive on your own. It's a really fun sort of hot lapping circuit. Could maybe do with a little bit... I think maybe do a little bit more braking zones. It works for being like a short, fast hot lap. So you've got a big braking zone here, and you've kind of got a big braking zone turn 1. The rest of it is a lot of kind of sweeping corners. Either way, I like it. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that at all. But yeah, overtaking... That's why I say like sort of braking zones. Overtaking is a lot more difficult to do through probably half the lap here by virtue of you sort of weaving your way. Makes for some spectacular passes if you do manage to pull it off, at least. Right, let's find some draft. We're going to be 5 cars for the lead in a minute. Danger Man's recovered from that spin. I mean, we saw how well the 5-car lead battle went a couple of laps ago. Oh, if I got that right, yeah. It's a cool corner when you get it working through there, but you've got to get it spot on. Like, you can lose... Oh, I think Scotty just bumped the back of Liam, and that was enough to send Scotty's car around. These things are tetchy at the sort of speeds we're going here. I think combination of speeds and maybe elevation changes, you put it all together, and these cars are, yeah, having more difficulty than I expected from the Comet. I did not expect to see this from the SR. We've driven it many times in races before, and yeah, Liam got a big oversteer. I'm not the only one struggling with those big oversteery moments. And so Liam got a very big oversteer moment on their own, and then I just gave a little assistant one along the way. Now Liam is going to draft past us. I'm going to kind of move out of the way, let Liam go. My hope is that I can now get in the tow. No, it's not worked. We're not in the tow yet, but Liam will now go fight Impega. They'll both lose a little bit of time in these battles, and it will then become a 3-way battle for the lead of the race. Here we go. Now we are very much in the fight. After a little bit of an issue at the start of the race, we might even take the lead away from Liam here. If we are brave, we do make it work. Liam was on the outside, still carries some good speed, and is probably going to fire back past here. There's a reason why I'm giving plenty of space. It's almost 3 wide. They both made contact. Around they went. Yeah, 3 wide. There's a reason why I was out very wide through there, so that if something did go wrong, we might not get affected by it. And it was a good call. It was a good call. It's just too many cars in a tiny space of tarmac at very high speeds, and that nasty change of direction. We've seen these. All it takes is a little bump, and they get really, really unhappy. More so than I realised. The purple car climbing over the inside. Danger Man is going to launch past, but we will duck straight back into the draft and retake the lead, maybe. Actually, I think the car behind is going to get a much better run because we were farting around on some truly terrible lines at that section. Yeah, and Pegga's going to come and join in. I think Liam was fighting with a green car further back. Might have been Scotty or Longbow. Oh! Bloody hell. I don't know how I didn't spin. I don't know how I didn't spin and how we didn't kill Pegga in that one, if I'm honest. That's another one of these little nudges. Car got upset. Again, we're going to give space. We might even be better off not fighting Pegga at this moment in time. It's like, shall we just work together? Shall we just work together? Scotty has come to join us. Oh, Pegga loses the back end up the hill. I lose the back end on the way down the hill. Scotty is going to get the pair of us. Where is Pegga? Oh, did Pegga? Oh, the white car had a lot of trouble on that inside. White car had an awful lot of trouble on the inside. No, that's not far up the... I don't think I'd want to do that on the final lap, to be honest with you. As much as I'm not trusting the slipstream in this game at the moment, that dive on that corner is so dangerous. We are to the outside at turn 1. Scotty got a lot of speed through there, more than I could manage. Bloody hell. But space was given. Ewan's found a parking spot in a fairly broken-looking Comet. Can we make this work? Maybe. No, I'm gonna yield. The reason why I'm yielding here is that this is what Danger Man wants. This is what the leader wants to see. The cars behind, if they're fighting like this, you get a massive free kick in terms of running in clean air. We're going to get a good run. Now we make the pass stick, but we need to... I kind of need to almost slingshot Scotty past me to go after Danger Man, unless the red car makes a mistake on one of these corners, loses the back end. We've got a big train of cars heading this way at the moment. Through the chicanes we go. Longbow hit the chicane, saw that car up on 2 wheels. That's the reason why he'd be on 2 wheels there. A couple more laps to go. Are we in the draft? Here comes that green machine. That will go past. It might even take the lead away into turn 1. I think it's going to. Not quite. We get a really good run on the exit. We might get the lead, actually, through there. If I can hold it. Just. Right, we now lead the race. Liam's joining in. Pegga's further back. Scotty gets a really good run on the outside. I didn't realise there was a car there until it was too late. Yeah, I've so... Oh. No, not this. Yeah, I didn't realise there was going to be a car that was following through until it was just that split second too late. And as soon as it connects to the rear bumper, there's just... they can't move the car in time, and my car just gets GTA collisions to the side. Now, what I mean by GTA collision is there is a crash enhancement script, I believe is the name for it. Basically, if your car gets hit in the rear, the game automatically steers your car to make the crash worse. And yes, there's genuinely a thing. It will yank the wheels. Now, I think it's to aid. Well, I've heard various rumours. It's either to aid police, AI police cars in pit manoeuvres, and to make crashes more spectacular, basically. Which it does happen, but it means in something like that my car shouldn't have been sort of forced in the direction that it was. It makes for a very, very big crash. It should have been a much smaller incident. Could have got away with a sort of a light tap, but yeah, you just can't. The cars kind of just get stuck together because, of course, the collision's there. Your car turns in. The collision then continues to happen, so it continues to stay there, and no one can pull the cars off in time. This is a really, really big battle for the lead. I mean, if somebody makes a mistake at the chicane, there is a chance for us, with the biggest of slipstream runs, to come from nowhere here. This could be amazing positioning / timing. I think we are too far back, really, to do all that much here. Yeah, we're too far back. Because, of course, we're going to get stuck fighting with Longbow, and no one's really got a very good run from all the way back here. No, couldn't get the slipstream, couldn't get the draft. We caught up by virtue of just running in clean air while they squabbled manically over position. However, yeah, it went a little bit wrong for me. It's a shame because we were having a really, really good race in that one. It is a bit of a shame that for me and Liam that race went downhill. Yeah, maybe I should have held off on the run maybe and gone for a boost from further back. Could have maybe leapfrogged a couple of cars. However, you know, That's what it is. Brazen's going to get fastest lap actually down in 13th position. That's a really fun track. It's a really, really good fun circuit. Really nice to drive. Can get some very good racing. Apparently these Comets are a little bit more tetchy than I remember. But spectacular, and we had some exciting times, even if I ended up upside down and in trouble a little bit. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Pone for building this wonderful circuit, and thank you all very much for watching. Shall be it from me, though. Until next time, goodbye.